Hello guys, hope you all are doing great. Jadis here. I just want to explain that how am I using um, ChatGPT in the understanding of the Amazon policy. So here's a simple example of it. I just want to know more about the intellectual property, and you know that how the Amazon explain their policy is little bit confusing, but I just want the crust of these ones only. So, and I also want to know specific elements from the policy. So in this regard, I just get the help from ChatGPT. So what I just have to do, I just ask simply the question, what is it? Here is the explanation that it is the protection of the intellectual property rights, and in this regard it is also telling me the specific ones, not the general intellectual property things, but specifically how Amazon see the intellectual property by listing the distribution of the uh, counterfeit, pirated, infringing goods on its platform, prohibits these ones. So and also letting us know that they, yeah, it really happens that Amazon do remove the listings, and then they also enforce the policy to the extent that they might just terminate our account if if repeat infringers and happen. So yeah, this is the thing I actually read in Amazon notification. So I just want to know more about it, so I just go into deep down in it. So what documents, okay, as a practical scenario, I just want to know actually there what documents will be required if there is any violation like this happen. So then what happened, ChatGPT just tell me about, no, um, if you find out that someone break your intellectual property, then you have to do this. However, I'm not just asking about this thing, I'm just asking about how can I get reinstate my listing if as a reseller I got caught in this thing. Basically there is some issues regarding the prescriptions and the brand name. That's why this confusion happened, because we do resale things after taking the permission from the reseller, from the brands or the manufacturers, suppliers. But as the automatic system from Amazon, this do happen. So I just explain chat GPT that I mean that for the reinstatement of the listing. Okay, yeah. So then it get understood, and then to have a removed listing reinstated following this policy. Yeah, it interesting that it is just telling me what actually Amazon required. Proof of the intellectual property issue has been resolved. Yeah, Amazon do tell us in the email that you have to get this type of agreement if you get the IP complaint, and prove that the removed listings, I mean the items no longer infringe on any intellectual property rights such as licensing authorization. Yeah, and the request to reinstate in which detail thing we have to explain. However, there is I just want more explanation in detail. I just ask about it, and here we go. It tells us the original complaint has been resolved by withdraw. Yeah, by or withdraw. I It means that if the complainer just withdraw the IP complaint or a signed agreement between the parties involved. Yeah, this is what Amazon told us. When a seller receive an IP complaint, then you have to talk to the third party seller, or sorry, the IP complaint person, and do resolve this issue. And if they draw back, withdraw this, then you are good to go. And there is any and the second thing also explain the second point here explain in detail, and the request to reinstatement, how you have to make the plan of action. But I just want to know more about it. Then here you go, you get more detailed explanation of it. And might be if I ask more question about it, ChatGPT will let me know about it as well. So then what I have the next thing in my mind, that in a start, how we know. Yeah, so first of all, we have to avoid it before it happens. Okay, so I just asked that what I have to do to avoid it in the first place. So what Amazon just with regards to the Amazon, as per ChatGPT, is that how we can make sure that we are not going to involve in it. So the intellectual rights owner of a listing can typically be determined by reviewing the information provided on the listing itself and researching the relevant trademarks, patterns, and other things. Okay, so there is a detailed explanation about it. Okay, but I just haven't. I just need more explanation about something. Okay, let me rephrase. If there is a reseller who want to resell the products on a Amazon listing, then how that seller know exactly who is the intellectual property owner? Okay, so what happens that, the thing which I'm here going to explain him, that to answer me a specific this one, I might get a little bit uh, drifted answer. So then again I just rephrase my sentence, and hopefully then it really understand what I mean. As if a reseller wants to resell products listed on Amazon, they can determine the intellectual property rights owner by reviewing the information provided on the listing, including property description, images, and seller information. So here we go. And then what I am required here, providing me an example, because I need an example to know how it can be done. And here we go. I get explanation by step by step, you can say, India, at least in a checklist form. Okay, these are conduct the research, these are reviews information in the product listing, suspect the intellectual property rights by conducting research, the register trademarks, patents, and then reseller confirm. And here we go. However, when I'm reading this, I just I haven't understand that point, so I just tell it to explain this one. So point 3, here you go. If reseller, what happened, if you can see there, if the reseller suspect that, so it just first iterate that point and then explain it more in more detail. So I just further communicate about it. I am still confused. Amazon says a brand name does not match with the intellectual property owner of the listing. So what exactly that means? Okay, if you know that there is a spelling mistake, but it is good enough to recognize exactly what I mean. So here is another example as well of the spellings mistakes. So when Amazon states that the brand name does not match with the intellectual property owner of a listing, it means that the brand name associated with the product is not registered or recognized as a trademark of the company. So here, just let me know about exactly what this means by this statement. Okay, so and then what I do, I get I go further deep down it. I need further explanation, as Amazon said the following in the notification after deactivation. So I get a statement, a point to point, from the notification of the deactivation of the listing, and just ask about it. So what happened, the statement, and here you go, means that the product listings include a trademark, or but the brand name associated with the products on the listings does not match the name of the company or individual who owns the rights of the trademark. Sometimes it just happened that the brand name, just which is beneath the title or at the side of the image, is not the same as it is registered at the government website, at the government registrations. So issue even though someone a brand name is registered as ABC. Okay, and in the officials books, but if at the Amazon listing it is like brand name ABC storefront. So if on the brand name side this storefront is coming, which is not included in the official books of the registration, then it might trigger the IP complaint as well. So that is the issue. So however, I am just getting this explanation, but what I mean after it, that I just ask how practically I can imagine that trademark term and the brand name by seeing the product listing. So here we go. Further explanation in the checklist form. I got it. And then what I say that I just also want to know the website from where I can get the trademark information. Here we go. I get these things, specific things which I want to get my things done. Okay, and then furthermore, is the brand name and trademark not the same thing? I just a little bit confused about the brand name and the trademark. I ask from Chatgpt. Here is further explanation, and then please explain more with an example. So an hypothetical example is being created, and then see, wow, it's nice. If I need further explanation about it, or I see something I haven't understand, I just ask more, get further explanation, but I want a real world example. So here is a Nike example, and furthermore I just bit a little bit confused about the trademark symbols, and here we go, furthermore explanation. If I go with a simple example, and here we have a simple example. Imagine that you have started a new clothing brand, and 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 here is an example as well. So that's how it is working. And then do you have any real world example? I just ask if you have any do you have any real world example of this one. It just haven't understand what I mean. Then I just you just have to rephrase as well, then I get a real world example as well. uh, so sorry, here it is what I'm looking to say. If there is any case in real world in which company using a trademark symbol and not using, so it is just telling me about it. Yeah, you can get right the TM, but you it is better it is just the indication that you might be going to get it this one registered as a trademark. So here we just get the explanation about how we can use ChatGPT in the real world regarding the understanding of the Amazon policies, and furthermore going dig down in it as we can, and just we just have to rephrase the questions if we don't understand it and ask the particular example which we are looking for. So it is really interesting to have this. So thank you so much, it is really helpful for you. I hope so. Thank you. Jalees here. Bye.